Yo, what up? Before we even get started, man, I want to let you guys know that me and Tony Baker are doing an animation called The Reunion, okay? And we're actually doing a comedy show and streaming it so we can raise money to fund the first season. So if you guys want to partake in it, you want to be helpful, you want to contribute to this amazing project, you can still purchase the comedy show from streaming for streaming purposes to actually help us make this project happen, okay? You can go to my page and go to Tony Baker's page. You can still stream it right now throughout the weekend. And it's going to be a great time. Me, Kanisha, BT, Tony Baker, Keenan Baker, Keon Poley. I mean, what more do you need? It's an amazing show. So make sure you tap that in. Just want to drop that before we even get this episode started. What's up, everybody? I'm Tahir Moore.
And I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary. We are getting back to the basics, ladies and
I was
gentlemen.
about to say, what happened? Do we
have the soundboard?
The soundboard is it? It's okay. I was like, I thought it was just a no-go from now on.
Nah,
Hey,
man.
let's keep it pushing.
I'm out here, man.
Literally.
We got a very special episode. First of all, maybe it's not loud enough. Let me try this.
You know, it's good that you're going to Rob Hayes on this because he does this from his computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah,
So
he
maybe
probably won't bring it, but,
No.
it's all good.
Well, he maybe can give you some pointers.
Yeah, definitely. I think that should be the whole episode, is him figuring out how we should do ours.
We in a building
The
now, baby.
delay is
Yeah.
crazy.
I didn't know.
We had a
I
conversation
didn't
while you
know.
were pulling it up.
I didn't know the fucking thing my phone could be on silent.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm pressing the
Makes-
button, it wouldn't go.
Makes sense.
Anyway, very special guest in the house, ladies and gentlemen. You know him from typically on the other side of the desk. He is always giving
Usually
us
right there,
interesting
Here.
tests. Facts and correcting our, misspoken logic and things of that nature, especially me. Listen, you talking about an embarrassing moment. I finally met LaRussell this past
nice.
Sunday, and he does shows in his backyard
Right.
at the, what is it called? The Pergola? Pergola.
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 I don't know.
His
That's what he
backyard.
calls it?
Yeah, that's what it is. Like an archway to flowers and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Pergola,
Yeah.
Right? I was like, yo, man, I'm glad I called you because I know I won't go never make it to the gondola. Loud, hard, wrong, on camera.
Did he at least know what you were talking about? Or was
He knew
like,
what I was
what?
talking about
Okay.
it, but he let it go. He let me live. He let me rock with it too. He posted the clip today though.
What?
He was like, we got to get to hear more to the gondola ASAP.
Oh, damn.
You're trying to say
everybody-
gazebo, right?
So he knew.
He knew I fucked up.
That's
and he
wild.
didn't even put me on blast at the moment. He just let me rock because I was
That's crazy.
excited.
He's probably like, yeah, pull up to the gondola.
Shout out to LaRussell, man. It was still good.
The real one is pergola.
Yeah.
Pergola.
Yeah,
That's funny.
messed it up. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we got young Cam on the mic. Bah, bah, bah,
Beep,
bah,
beep,
bah,
beep, beep,
bah.
beep, beep, beep. There you go. Okay. That was right on time.
Yeah, man, we back. What's up, Cam? Thank you for being on this side of the camera, bro.
No problem. I'm happy to fill in for guests.
Cam on cam.
So
Cam on cam.
I said earlier we're taking it back to the old school, and I meant that in the sense of we are getting back to the basis. We're taking it back to where we started at, guys. We got a lot of conspiracies. We got a lot of
nice.
weird and wild stories from all edges of the far and deep and dark web. It's about to get crazy. These next couple episodes, we're going wild with it. Okay.
We can't be wrong too. Got fact check Cam.
Yeah.
I love debunking.
Because I mean, that's the craziest thing about memes is that some people will just put a fact they know is like
Oh, yeah,
not a
false,
fact
yeah.
and then just let it spread.
Well, because the misinformation, you'll get more interactions of people telling you you're wrong.
Yeah.
And that's more people looking at your stuff. So.
But then you have like split screeners. Like I used to read these things and then do a video, and then people would be like, "That's fake," and I'll be like, "I'm taking this down." And then I had to like start really researching everything and being like, "Okay," because now I don't really believe anything. But we shall.
Well,
we
'cause there's-
shall see.
And I watch so many some videos on Instagram, and I'll always jump to the comments now and have so many people debunking what the person's saying. Like so many, I've seen a bunch of videos of like, oh, this is unhealthy, and like this is actually not good for you. And then in the comments, they'll be like, well, they're not actually explaining it right. It's not like
Right,
that.
those
So-
tips
and-
that are
yeah.
like, stop drinking water.
Exactly.
And you're like, oh no, I can't drink water anymore. And then they're like, well, if you actually told us the
The
full
whole thing,
truth, they meant don't drink too much water. That wasn't a sound.
That was Sydney calling.
Oh, I was like, that's such a what cue would that even be?
That is definitely a ringtone because the phone is not on silent.
All right. Well, if we were to do what category? Dark, murder. The soundboard is not working. Was that Christmas music?
In the ad, because I got the light version, so after a while
You can't have the light version of a
Wait,
soundboard.
it'll play an ad before it plays the sound you want to play?
Nah, it was just the screen was
okay.
it was just there, and then it just like
Playing an
this
ad
is-
before your
Yeah.
was next level capitalism. All right, we going with just straight up interesting. We talking about murderous or impossible.
Start at the
Interesting,
impossible.
murderous. You want to start impossible?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, get this. Man who suffered from headaches for 5 months learns chopsticks were stuck in his skull.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it what's the show? That's Cap.
That's Cap, yeah.
Cap or fact? Look at first of all, look at the photo. It's almost like they were just sticking out the nose. Full chopsticks.
But they're behind the nose. They're like back here.
It's like
Yeah.
going all the way in,
Like
which
here.
would kind of hit your brain, right?
And like, was he asleep when they were shoved in there? Or like,
Let's find out.
I need more information.
So, a
on
man from Vietnam recently learned his frequent and severe headaches occurred because chopsticks were apparently stuck in his skull for 5 months. 35-year-old patient identified as Mr. T was admitted to the Cuba Friendship Hospital in the city of Dong Hoi after he experienced headaches, vision loss, and fluid discharge from his nose, as reported by Oddity Central after being questioned by doctors about what might have caused the symptoms. A CT scan revealed 2 objects protruding from Mr. T's nose and into his brain. Mr. T was stunned by the doctor's diagnosis, and he said he recalled an incident that he was involved in 5 months ago. So this is what happened. Well, on a night out, he reportedly got into a fight while drunk and ended up in an emergency room. He believes that the other person involved in the fight might have stuck the chopsticks up his nose, but he doesn't remember it happening. That nigga needs to get off the streets.
Yeah.
That's scary as
And are they
fuck.
like full-size chopsticks? Because they're like at least longer than your face. Like,
It doesn't look like
do they
it.
make tiny chopsticks?
No,
They should,
those,
right?
those I think those were full. Well, maybe they broke off.
Maybe they broke off the ends.
Maybe he jammed it
Ugh.
and then like pulled it
Yeah.
like that and it broke off.
It makes sense that he was drunk and had no recollection of it.
But a fight I was not expecting. Like somebody was just like, "Hassa!" I mean, I imagine they made a martial arts sound because that's crazy. I wonder if he got like one chopstick in each nostril or if they both were shoved into one.
That just
That's
how
dang it. There's a joke with "Let me pick your brain." You guys figure it out. I give you the pieces. All right, so they told us the most common objects that get stuck in people's noses. Any guesses?
Beads,
yeah, let's say like
dice,
Legos.
Legos, yeah.
Okay, so
Pencils?
there's categories. So you guys are talking about foreign objects. So
Okay.
in terms of foreign objects, what do you think are the top?
And that's what we just kind of mentioned before, an object?
Yeah. And that's just one category.
Yeah, I would go with like beads, a pencil,
Oh, okay, there it is.
paintbrush.
Pencil?
Pencils. Yep.
Mhm.
It's pencil, erasers,
Yeah.
and paper clips.
Paper clips.
Mhm.
And then the other category is food items that are inhaled through the nose.
A pea? Like peas?
No,
No.
but close, kind of.
Raisins.
So this is-
Seeds.
there it is. So
Okay.
seeds and pea was close because it's peanut butter. Who the hell is getting peanut butter?
Snorting peanut butter.
That's very interesting.
And then the others are tissue paper,
That makes
cotton
sense.
swabs,
Makes sense.
and crust from when you pick your nose.
Just like
I ain't-
shoving it back there.
I don't know you could. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I
I didn't
guess.
know. Oh, so people are picking their nose so much that the
Just pushing
boogers
it
are
back in
pushing
there.
in, and then you have to go to the
Doctor
okay.
to get it out. That's
That's insane.
Unpleasant.
Not at all. Don't like that at all.
I need the CCTV footage of this chopstick fight because that's actually really scary. And the fact he had it in for 5 months and was just
Yeah.
like, I have a
And
headache.
like the ER guy, I don't know if he went to the hospital after the fight or anything, but nobody.
Sound like he didn't. Sound like he did. 'Cause
Yeah.
They would have had to, like, if he was in
They'd
that
have been
much
like-
pain, they probably would have did a
Right.
cat
Probably just
scan.
thought he broke his nose and was like, I'll just.
Oh,
They had him just going like
Yeah,
this in the
exactly.
hospital, but he had full chopsticks.
How'd you get those out too? You gotta like
Yeah.
5 months.
ugh.
I wonder if the headaches disappeared immediately. Like, oh, that
I just
was
read
it.
a story about a guy who got stabbed in the head, and it was like on record as the longest
Blade.
item removed for
period.
someone's head. Yeah,
Wow.
it was a serrated edge blade, and the guy he suffered some memory loss, permanent memory loss. But aside from that, he was basically okay. But
Was it into his brain, like in his
Yeah.
brain through
Yeah,
the
yeah.
skull?
Gone to his
Yeah.
brain.
So it wasn't
It was the
even
brain.
like through.
no, I was like,
You guys don't know the famous railroad spike in the head story?
I heard that.
Yeah.
I think we might have done it a long time ago here. Wasn't it bent a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know how it happened, but it was just like the 1800s too when they were like working on the railroad, and he just had it. He was like one of the first people to like survive, like I think removing something from your brain. Like, he was definitely,
Different after.
yeah, exactly.
he walked backwards everywhere.
All right, you guys. It's like, ah, damn, since the accident. That low key seems impossible. But it was actually true.
Okay.
Shit's wild. All right. Wait, what was that? Impossible?
That was impossible. Yeah.
So what was it? Interesting or murderous? Up next.
Let's go murderous, I think.
Okay, I was actually waiting for this one. All right. Belt o' nipples. Ring a bell?
Belt.
Belt o' nipples. There was a serial killer named Ed Gein, and when he was arrested, the police found a belt made of human nipples in his house.
No.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
New fear. Look at the picture.
Honestly, no.
I'm not gonna show you. You guys could look it
Oh,
up.
I gotta see
You
it.
could look it up.
Oh.
But this nigga had
Hey, yo,
a
it really is
Gucci,
nipples.
Gucci areola belt.
Oh, snap.
That is.
He even got the little part that goes, like, after you put the belt through the the fastener.
Oh, you mean like the
the part
the
that
buckle?
catches the excess belt on the other side right after the
Oh.
A
buckle.
little strap.
He even got that still on the
Oh,
belt.
you right.
Yo, that's
So
dedication
there
to the
must be
cause,
holes
man.
in the nipples so that you can find your waist size. That's insane.
Wow.
So yeah, I guess Ed Theodore Gain, he was known as the Butcher of Plainfield or Plainfield Ghoul. He was a serial killer and a body snatcher. He was basically he gained widespread notoriety in 1957 after authorities discovered that he had exhumed corpses from local graveyards and fashioned keepsakes from their bones and skins. He also confessed to killing 2 women. But I get okay, so they were dead nipples.
Okay.
Some of them at least. I mean, he
Yeah.
killed 2 people, so
Yeah, he killed 2
confessed to
people, so
killing
he
two.
still, you know.
he could have taken theirs. As
And in
well.
the 1950s, I mean, it seemed like this. You could just easily be a serial killer. They didn't really even.
They didn't have enough cameras back then.
Cameras, no phones, none
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
I feel like they didn't even really realize that people were serial killers because they just thought it was individual murders.
Tying crimes together, I think, was more difficult. Yeah.
Serial killer, you have to wait. It's multiple bodies, but after the first one, you wait, 20 days or something like that?
What?
It's time in between to be called a serial killer. Because it's also called like what's it called? A couple killer or a group killer or something?
Mass murderer. Kind of?
No, it's something. I watched a show called, is it Interrogation or something? And they basically had talked about it in their this is gonna get me flagged. Requirements for
For
a serial killer.
I thought it had to be more than 3.
It's more than a certain number, and
3 or more.
that's typically a person who murders 3 or more persons, with the murders taking place over more than a month and including a significant period of time in between.
Ah. Okay.
So it has to be over a month, and it has to be 3 or more people. So it can't be like you kill a person this day and you kill the next person the next day. Like, no, it's typically
What was
somebody
that person called?
That's like a group murderer or something like that.
Oh, that's
Like,
way
let's
less
see,
of a
different
ring.
types of killers.
So there's probably like killers who like wait so they can meet
So they can
the
classified.
required.
You're like, I gotta wait. No, can't do it now.
I'm bloodthirsty, but I gotta wait a month. Damn, that's crazy. A belt of nipples. I would never. What clothing item
Would go with that.
what would match? No, what would you guys? If you guys were grave robbers.
We were grave robbers. What would we fashion?
What would be the newest drip?
I would just
taken
take
off
that
of
jewelry.
No, you got to use body parts.
Shit, I
So-
gotta use body parts.
Teeth necklace. You can make a booty shirt.
Ooh, teeth necklace might be kind of raw though.
Booty draws.
Weave a scarf out of their hair.
Shit, Cam.
I'm trying to think of things that last long.
I
Because
don't know
like,
why that seemed like the darkest one so far.
Right, that's what I said. Shit.
I knew it started dark, but
Yeah,
Might have
you
been
really
the
did
tone.
take
It
us
was
to
like-
this one right here.
weave a scarf out of their hair. I just pictured
I think it was the
Tim's.
weave
Oh,
part.
man.
Yeah, it
The
was
extra
okay.
work involved.
It was the specific adjectives.
that takes time. You gotta spend time doing that.
Does it say how much time you need to meet it?
For what?
It says more
Serial
than a
killer?
month between is what it.
Oh,
said.
like
yeah.
a kill every month?
Essentially something like.
No, yeah, I think so. I think it's like you would wait 2 to 3 weeks before you kill the next person, and then the same thing for the next person, the same thing for the next person, and then like typically
It's crazy.
serial killers have a calling card, like something
Exactly,
that they
yeah.
do the same. So you could string them together. You know, like they'll place the clothes a certain way or leave the bodies a certain way.
Ooh, that's
all
a way
of those
better
type of things.
question. That's a way better question than what.
I would leave
what
all the
fashion?
bodies crisscross applesauce.
That's the calling card.
Crisscross applesauce with their head sitting in their lap.
Oh, that's a huge detail.
I mean, I'm
left
saying
out.
if you're gonna go big, if you're gonna be a serial killer, right? If you're gonna be a serial killer, you want to leave your mark. You want to put some numbers on the board. You got to go big. You got to go big or go home. I'm leaving head sitting right in the lap, crisscross applesauce with a Capri Sun on the side of it. Capri Sun's gone too. I drank that bitch.
Wait, ain't that evidence though?
It would be evidence, but I'm gonna wear gloves and I'm gonna take the straw with me. This is gonna be the empty Capri Sun's pouch.
The
what would
crisscross killer.
I was just saying, like, what would the news call this guy? The crisscross cutter, headless cross. What's your calling card?
Mine.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is incriminating.
Only if you done it.
What would it be? Let's say that.
What wouldn't be my crawling?
What would it be?
Damn, son, where'd you get this one?
Pat, you go. I gotta think.
I don't know. Maybe like a cigarette in the mouth and shades. So it'd be like the cool killer,
Left burning.
huh?
You leave it, light it, and leave it burning.
Oh,
and then,
that'd be dope. I mean, unless the cops come way after, and then it's
Yeah.
just like a.
Well, then they'll know. Was the killing? Did the killing happen like recently? Or was it,
Oh,
like, a long
did he just
time?
get away?
Yeah.
Hey, this is kind of a cool little crime drama. Lit cigarette
cool.
and shades. They did, and they're like, oh, it's all the way down to the filter. He's long gone. Or it's like they just lit this. He's still around here.
All right, boom, okay.
I like mine. This.
I took all the ass off.
The Lucy killer.
Ads off. You know what I'm saying? No random sounds coming from the app. So we good to go now. guys. It's-
Marlboro Man murders.
The Marlboro Man. No, it would have to be a specific type.
Yeah, you. Would
I don't know much about cigarettes. Menthols, I guess. Is that a type or a?
Is that a type?
yeah.
That's a. No, is
No,
that what
a
the
brand?
company
That's
is
not a
called,
brand.
or is that
That's
the
like
flavor?
A,
No, menthol.
That's like a type of cigarette.
Yeah,
right?
that's the type. The
So not a
menthol is
brand.
like, yeah.
Oh,
they don't
okay,
sell like menthols out here.
No, you can't do.
I think you
flavored
can only
stuff
get it
anymore.
like maybe on the
Camels.
East Coast and in the Midwest.
The
I think they
menthol
sell them.
maniac.
There
There,
you
you go.
A menthol murderer.
Menthol murderer.
And then they're like, "Oh, you can only get menthols out of state, so he must be ordering."
Oh,
he
that's
must
how
be
I get
driving,
caught?
Yeah, he must be driving.
My
across
dumb ass is at a gas station across the street getting the menthols. It's clearly this dude. All right, Cam, give us your overly adjectated. How do you say adjectived?
Adjectived.
Yeah, like how when you add adjectives.
I don't.
Overly
heavy-
described.
Described.
Yeah, described.
I like adjectives.
Let's see. Only removing their two front teeth.
Oh, like so you'd be like the Whistler.
Yeah, there we go. I like that.
All the ghosts would be like,
Sheesh. What if he removed the 2 front teeth and leave the body like this?
it's a dark but fun game. You guys put in the comments what your serial killer name was. I was talking about that the other day. Like, the news doesn't do that. Thank God. Like, whenever there's a mass killing, like, they
don't name them anymore.
They don't name them anymore because that's
Easily.
way too cool. Like, I feel like that's why some serial killers wanted to be caught, because like the news made them all like, oh, it's the Bay Harbor. That's Dexter, but the Bay Harbor Butcher. Like, that sounds way too cool.
Yeah.
Zodiac Killer, all that. Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't do
Zodiac
that
Killer sounded cool enough to have documentaries. You almost like,
Couple of them.
It
They never
doesn't-
caught him though.
really?
They never caught the Zodiac Killer or Jack the Ripper.
So that nigga was like in the theater watching his own movie.
They
Like, this
assume
is all wrong.
I think they kind of know who they think it was, and they said he's since passed. It was like early 2000s, I guess he's dead. If you watch some of the documentaries, like this is who we thought it was, and he's dead now.
So they were like chasing. They were like
there
actively
were people
pursuing
who
him?
were. Did you see the movie that came that what's his name? That director. Shoot.
I saw some of it, but I was usually trying to see the documentaries.
Yeah, I think Robert Downey Jr. is in it.
Oh, really?
Mark Ruffalo.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
There must be more than. Wait, how many movies are there? That sounds like a big ass movie.
It was a big movie. Yeah.
Jesus.
I think it was called Zodiac.
Oh, I remember the poster. I definitely didn't see that though. I gotta check that out.
That shit is
But yeah,
nuts,
that sounded
boy.
way too cool. Don't they solve cases where they think that the people are dead anyway?
Cold
Sometimes,
cases?
yeah, they'll do some of that.
Damn.
That shit is nuts.
The Zodi.
Speaking of nuts,
David Fincher. That's who it was. Yeah, 2007.
That's Zodiac. Yep.
Jake
seen-
Gyllenhaal. Yeah, that's
I've seen
who-
that poster.
Yeah.
y'all ever wish that you could just go to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory and just go crazy?
Which
like
one?
How they did?
The original one?
Yeah.
I like the original one.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
actually just saw the new movie, and yes, that would be cool.
Did you like the new movie?
It was fun. Yeah, my kid will love it when she's older.
Okay. I'm gonna put a pin in that. I'm gonna circle back to that. But for the rest of us who will live in reality, we know we can't go there. But I'll tell you what the next best thing is. The next best thing is going on nuts.com. Okay, and ordering everything you want. All right, it is the online version of the Willy Wonka factory. In addition to amazing selection of nuts, they also have tons of classic candies like butterscotch, fudge, and licorice for those licorice lovers out there. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. You bring licorice over my house, it better be strawberry or cherry. You bring black licorice over my house, we're gonna have a whole problem. But that's just me. That's just me. That might be your jam, and I'm not here to yuck your yum. All right, kids are going back to school eventually. It's a perfect time to stock up on some snacks for them. Also, with family coming into town and the holidays right here, holidays are at our doorsteps at this point. There's going to be a lot of movie watching, a lot of sitting around the fireplace, telling stories, catching up, all of this. This is the perfect time to pop over a bag of your favorite style of nuts and go crazy. Now, y'all saw I brought mine in. I love some good cashews. I love some good pecans. I got the candy pecans. I got the mixed bag of nuts. I got the almonds too. I love nuts. They're delicious. They're a great alternative to watching TV outside of just eating popcorns. Popcorn would get all in my teeth and ruin my night. Popcorn is great. Don't get me wrong. But like after about 4 or 5 handfuls, you're asking for it. All right. Nuts is a great way. They offer plenty of gluten-free options, organic choices, and other diet-friendly products. When you're looking for something sweet, savory, or you just need to stock up on an everyday cooking essential, you're bound to find something you like and something you want to try at nuts.com. All right. As I told you, I got 4 bags of them. I'm very excited about them. People come over, I break them out. They're almost gone. I think 1 bag is gone. I think we got like 3 left, but they're at the bottom. And it was great. It was a great purchase. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about going back online and getting me some more nuts. If you guys want to get some great nuts in your life, okay, which you should, because nuts are great. They're great for everyone. I'm encouraging you right now to go to nuts.com. They're offering new customers a free gift with purchase and free shipping on orders $29 or more at nuts.com/DIYS. All right, so go check out all the delicious options at nuts.com/DIYS. You'll receive a free gift and free shipping when you spend $29 or more at nuts.com/DIYS. Post in the comments. I want to know what kind of nuts y'all like. That whole ad sounded so suggestive.
So, are you gonna bring back the Charlie and Chocolate Factory?
Yes. So, with the, I mean, I like the first movie. I mean, I watched it. It ain't nothing. I probably would never go back on my own.
You watched it once and never watched it again?
Yeah, I didn't need to.
Gene Wilder version?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gene Wilder was great.
I've seen that movie so many times.
I forgot I read some fact about something. He's like, if I do this movie, I want to do it my way or something like that. And
yeah,
but I forgot exactly what that was. The fact that I just learned out a couple weeks ago was that the Oompa Loompas are based on black people.
Yeah.
They used to call them like little nigglets or something like that.
The book was wild.
The book was wild.
They had to change some things.
Yeah. That's insane.
That's a very nice way of saying it. Yes, they absolutely had to change some things. And initially, I was like, "Yo, fuck Willy Wonka, fuck the Chocolate Factory,
Well, they were
fuck
made
this
up.
movie, yeah, all of this shit."
Fuck the author.
But it's happening more and more with the internet and with people holding on to things and then finally passing about. Like we found out a lot more back in the day when families were just passing heirlooms down and passing stories. But now we've got away from that, and we're waiting longer to find it out, but the truth is still coming out. And that is that a lot of our movie and our music history was based in extreme racism. Even Jingle Bells, I found out. Jingle Bells was a song about black people.
It was about, or we were just slighted in the.
We were slighted
while talking about Christmas.
Yeah, I think so. Like I forgot what it was. I would have to look it up. Let me
All content back then was racist.
Nothing was safe.
Like why? Nobody was just making stuff like just regularly about Christmas. It was just like Christmas. There's snow. There's N-words. Like what? Why are we thrown into everything?
Man, for
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory didn't even need that.
For y'all not to like us, y'all do a lot of shit on us, bro. Don't
have human slaves in something that's otherwise completely made up. Like, why not be aliens? Like, everything had racism. That's crazy.
Everything. All right, Jingle All the Way, Jingle Bells.
Oh yeah, Mickey Mouse was made by Disney. So
oh yeah, well, you know, Wild Disney. He was a wild boy all the way around. Jingle Bells, Son, Explain, was based in part on the information in 2017. Let's see, the songs 1800s found documents occurring. This is all too long. It used to be called One Horse Open Sleigh. And then they changed it to Jingle Bells. So originally it was called One Horse Open Sleigh. It was a song chorus that they used to do at plays and
Black dude was driving
theaters and stuff like that. The sleigh song story. It's too much to read, guys.
What's the racist part?
I'm looking for it right now. Bells on the open sleigh, synonym.
Was Jingle Bells
Bells on
racist?
Yeah, they wanted to like really go deep in. It's like, bro, just give me the Cliff Notes version so I can just tell it to the people.
Well, I'll check Teen Vogue. They can't have too much detail. There you go. Okay, traces the history back to of the song back to minstrel shows, performances in which white people wore blackface.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was sung.
So it was sung by people with wearing blackface in that.
Yeah.
But that
blackface is such a weird thing for me because it's like, why dress like us? I mean, I know they were mocking us, but it's like, why even do that if you're so disgusted with us? Because they made it sound like they were just disgusted. We don't deserve anything. It's like, why dress like that then? Why even?
Well, I think there's an underlying tone of envy as well. Because, I mean, you do have a history of like, I mean, why do people tan? Why do white people want to make their skin darker? Because we still view that as more appealing. I mean,
it's not like a performance thing because they're used to watching.
There's
black
that. I mean,
people
there's
perform.
that whole aspect as well. Yeah.
Yeah, the singing,
But, like,
and the
also
fields and all of that.
The
stuff.
appropriating of music, just like there's so many songs that even like current like classic rock songs that used to be
Right.
black songs in like the 1930s that were then appropriated, and you only listen to, or you only hear the white version of it.
Right.
I think there's
Elvis.
definitely a degree of envy in there, in that appropriation and that stealing of black culture.
It's crazy because it's like usually envy and stuff like that is like low key, but it was like
Overt,
such
yeah.
a part of the show where it's just like sing Jingle Bells, but as a black person. Like, yes, it's just like so random.
You guys
It's
heard
so
about
random.
the surprise lady, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually heard about that from what Rob Hayes did a video about it.
Yeah. I just saw it. We saw the same video, but
I'm
her
not
name is Celia Black. Celia Black.
Steal Your Black.
Right. Celia Black Entertainment. So basically, she had basically took a lot of songs that Dionne Ward made and basically just recorded them. It said like she had added something to change the arrangement, but she basically just stole the thing. And bitch, that's the surprise right there.
Have you
That's
heard
crazy.
A Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin?
No, I don't think so.
If you once you hear it, you probably would have heard the music. But that is like straight up lyrics just stolen right from a 1930s song sung by a black guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they went in the
Yeah.
vault.
Literally just took the lyrics
Like,
and
no
they
one-
added a
no one will
guitar
know.
and all that to it.
That's crazy. When that was like after copyright and stuff, and people were
Yeah,
like
exactly.
being-
And a lot of that
that's crazy.
stuff, because it was performed by a black artist, probably wouldn't have been protected anyways at
Right.
that time. So
Right. Damn. That's so crazy. And Rob was saying that the surprise girl said that it just needed a commercial touch.
Right.
But she didn't add nothing. So
Right.
it was just whiteness.
So
this needs to be sung by a white person.
there's this guy.
hear
This
it.
is completely random, but there was this guy named Adriano Celentano, and he made like I feel like ballad Italian music, but at the time, American music and British music was getting more play, and so he made this song
Oh, I did this one.
that he just singing just random words, that make
English
no sense.
words?
Yes, but it's a bop.
It slaps. That's the thing.
just saying gibberish.
He was just reading a
goddamn thing.
dictionary. But I feel like even though he was trolling, he clearly listened to Bob Dylan, and he clearly knew how to write in a certain way, and the beat is amazing.
Oh, the
So
beat's great.
he was a good musician.
That made him popping.
That was his
blew
first.
him up.
Damn, and then the stuff that he
Then
wrote
he
for
went
real.
back. Then he went back to it. He went back to his original music. He's like, "That guy fuck with me, by the way."
I got this stuff.
Then you have the fans like, I miss the old you. It's like I wasn't saying anything. I miss the old sound.
I did that more recently.
That was ironically. Go back to the old sounds.
I'm loving that these there are certain groups that are they sound older, but it's
Right.
It's new. Like October London is one of those artists. He makes some really dope music, and then also the Sacred Soul. They're the ones who sing, "Can I call you Rose? Can I?"
That's a recent song?
Bro. 2022.
That's a cool little new wave.
Oh,
Yeah.
taking like that kind of the
That
old
sound,
style.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That big band, or the crooner sound, and just updating, not even updated, just bringing it back to the forefront.
Do you guys think the
Can I call you Rose?
groups like the Temptations can come back? Do you think that or it's? I heard that groups were done, but
Just vocal groups.
well, when I asked the question, I was talking about like boy bands. Like, could a boy band come back? But now I'm just thinking like rap groups, singing groups, even like the Temptations. Well, I don't know, would that be an R&B group or?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Like that would be interesting to see come out, but I'm wondering if
our
that
group's
would work.
gone. Yeah, because it's so much a single person with like the one name to
Right.
kind of situation.
It seems like collectives are a thing with individual artists teaming up, but
It's always a feature.
Yeah.
People being featured on certain songs, but it's never like a set group of people that are just producing music as much nowadays. That's interesting. Yeah.
if a sparkly suited like group of like 3 to 5 dudes came out singing, I don't know how the world would react to that. And they had like
They had to be really
routines and
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
It had to be.
it would
Here's the
definitely-
thing. This is what it would take, and it doesn't matter group or not. you gotta have a single. You gotta have something they can play on the radio.
Or
I
even
was surprised like
TikTok.
Adele shit would pop the way it did. Like
Adele?
yeah, because she was doing like ballads and that shit was getting major play. You could have it all. I didn't think that shit was gonna go crazy like that, but that shit went nuts. So that just lets you know, like, if the talent is there and you got the right team around you, you can make anything pop. But like, yeah, they gotta have.
Well,
they
now
have
it's
crazy
TikTok.
singles.
If you can get it on social media and that, you'll do well because that's what the young people I think dictate a lot of what music is.
Right. That's crazy. So even if they like cater to older people with that old sound, they still would have to go through TikTok.
Well, and even if you think about that older sound is only older to older people, whereas if the younger crowd may not have listened to any of that kind of music. To them, it's new. It's a new sound.
That's true. That's why history keeps repeating itself. That's why styles come back.
Exactly.
Right.
Because, you know, a fashion designer spots something back and oh, shit, I'm bringing this back. This is new to everyone that was born 10 years after this was in style.
That is true. We always think of it as like one person waiting until it's out and then that same person like revamping it because they remember it. It's usually not, you know, not brought back by the same people.
Real quick, though, somebody said Tahir and CP could bring back the Gap Band.
That's funny.
I like the Gap Band, so I don't know if that's talking about his Gap and my small Gap that's coming. I never had a Gap before. It's because I'm missing this top tooth that my teeth are starting to.
Teeth are shifting.
But it's okay, guys. All right, I'm already on it. Okay, come March or April, depending on how much and how fast I can
Getting
do
the
it.
tooth?
Getting the gap
everything.
expanded.
I'm getting.
Would you? The gap
Does
extended.
it have a big ass hole right there? Now I'm getting this tooth. I'm getting it's probably like a four tooth bridge on this side, and then an implant on this side. I'm gonna go ahead.
So
and get
like
everything
one
done.
veneer tooth in the hole?
Yeah, it won't be a veneer. It'll be like a porcelain, probably type joint, porcelain plastic type thing. They do a mixture now.
What's veneer made of?
I don't know if veneer I thought veneer just referred to like the front teeth, like the whole front row. Is that?
I thought you could get veneers and that could be an entire set
the
of
whole
teeth.
set?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I don't speak dentist for real. I just
Because then you
speak
got
bills.
crowns. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You get implants. It's a whole.
Yeah, so I'm
the
gonna get
whole
an
thing.
implant and probably a crown here. Well, no, I think crown means like they put something on top
it's a
of the tooth
cap
that's already
over
there.
the tooth,
Yeah,
yeah.
this one I'm just have to get a post and get just a fake tooth right there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm getting everything done so then I can get my new. I'm so excited about my grill, and I don't
You
want to
the
tell
grill?
nobody, but I want to tell somebody.
Is it locally from LA?
Yeah, the first person, the same person that did my last one because I lost my last grill
Oh, shit.
on Halloween, and my new grill is.
I wonder who has it.
Somebody's like, ooh.
Because it wouldn't
Probably.
fit. It can't
Right.
fit anybody.
Right. I think I wrapped it up in something that accidentally threw it
yeah,
away though.
yeah.
But the new grill I want to do. Don't take my idea, motherfuckers. The bottom row is going to be Pac-Man chasing all the ghosts.
That's cool.
So each tooth is going to be a different color.
What's up?
And Pac-Man's going to be yellow right here. And then on top, have another Pac-Man power pellet, solid fruit, power pellet.
Cherries and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
all of that type of
Okay.
shit, yeah.
That's sick.
That shit gonna go.
I just want
dumb.
some golds.
Your solid gold. I
I
just
just
want
want
some
some
solid gold
golds.
too, though. I'm not gonna hold you, but
Does
you
that
know,
spot do golds too?
yeah, they do everything. I'll send you the thing. Yeah, they cold as hell.
I need
Yeah,
some golds.
they dope as hell, man.
I have old golds bottoms, and when you put them in, it feels like braces. It's like it's like the ghost of my past teeth. My shit must have shifted. That shit is, it's just not. It's not current.
Hey, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but Farron said before, she's like, when you put the grills in, it's something different when we, you know what I mean? So, fellas, you know what I'm saying? You might want to look into that. You know, and,
crazy. Girls
and if
do
you're
love
looking into
grills.
that, you might as well go ahead and look into Blue Chew. You know I'm going to rep my homies. I gotta throw the chew on in there for those that aren't aware. If this is your first time seeing this this show, you're new to the group, then I'm gonna go ahead and break it down to you. First of all, I want to let you know this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Okay, and so we're gonna be talking about sex just for a little bit. Okay, now when I first started doing Blue Chew, I didn't need it. Okay, I hadn't heard of it. I had heard of other brands and stuff like that, but I didn't need it. I just wanted to see what the possibilities were. All right, and then I found out the Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but in a chewable tablet and at a fraction of the cost. So I was like, I'll give it a try. All right, they sent me out one. They sent Pat out one, and after the free sample, I was like, oh, I'm signing up. I've been signed up for Blue Chew for over 2 years now. This is money I'm paying every month. I'm on a subscription base, baby. They send it right out to the house. I don't even got to order. They send it right out to the house, comes out, and I couldn't be more satisfied with the results, okay? The process is simple. You sign up at BlueChew.com. You consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive the prescription within days. And the best part is it's all done online, so no more awkward trips to the pharmacy to pick your prescription, no more waiting in line, no more meeting with a doctor and telling him why you there. Man, listen, this is what they do, and they do it so goddamn well. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA, and they're prepared and shipped directly to your door in a discreet package. Nobody gonna know what's going on. This is your business, okay? But when you get there, baby boy, it's gonna be time. So, does it work? Absolutely, in my opinion. I have no problems with it. I absolutely love it. It's just a good ass time. Pat, how you feel about it?
Customer for life.
There you go. There you go.
Boom.
There you go. I ain't saying nothing else, okay? I'm just going to hit you up with this, man. Listen, we got a special deal for our listeners today. Try Blue Chew for free. When you use our promo code DIYS at checkout, you just pay $5 for shipping. You heard right. Go to BlueChew.com. Use the promo code DIYS to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. I thank y'all for listening, and I thank the people that's actually going to go and try this for free. $5 for shipping, then you get a whole month worth of Blue Chew.
$5.
Stop playing, bro.
$5.
Stop playing. Get on this.
$5 dick long.
Hey, you know what? While we here, let me talk to y'all about this. Fellas, step your draws games up. Okay? You still rocking the same draws for 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. And here's the thing, fellas. I get it. As men, we like, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Right? These draws still work. They still cover my ass and my balls. Here's the thing, though. Let it go, baby. And you know what it took? It took me getting a good woman in my life to realize the error of my ways. I was keeping my draws 7, 8 years, okay? Because I'm like, they still work. Yeah, they got a little hole in it, but that hole ain't big enough to, like, no ball to fall through. I mean, I had them, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because I had so many. You know what it is? I had so many. I wasn't wearing them. I had a crazy rotation. So it's like they had the wear and tear of draws for 3 years. Mm-hmm. But my wife was like, it's time to let go of these. So I was like, all right, cool. So we checked out a couple brands. Some of them were just overly ridiculous expensive. Some of them didn't fit well. Some of them didn't feel good while they was on me. It wasn't until we got across MeUndies that I was like, oh, yeah, this is what I should have been doing from the beginning. They got styles for everyone. You talking about styles? You talking about Kendrick Lamar got styles? You got different flows. That's what MeUndies is. They got something for everything. They got the black classics. You know what I'm saying? The fun joints. They got the expressive prints. MeUndies has underwear for everyone. Plus, they come in sizes from extra small to 4XL. 4XL, guaranteeing a flattering cut for everybody, all right? It isn't just about underwear. They got lounge clothes, too. You understand me? Lounge clothes. So if you just sit around the house, you want to throw a little something on, feel good about yourself, MeUndies got you covered, all right? They even got comfy joggers, they got hoodies, they got onesies, and more. Unmatched comfort, I already told you. MeUndies fabrics are light and breathable to help regulate the body temperature so you stay cool and comfy. I'm big on staying cool. Comfortable is definitely big, but I run hot all the time, so I can't have no garments on that's going to make me extra hot. So listen, I'm not going to sit up here and sell you all day on the underwear. You know if you need to change your drawers or not, okay? And for guys that's walking around with light drawers or light color drawers, I wish I had your confidence, okay? Cut it out. Throw them white drawers away. Throw them red drawers away. All of that light gray shit, throw that shit away. You know you ain't wiping good enough for that, bro. Get you some new black drawers. Get you some new blue drawers. It's time, fam. Get you some new drawers. And you can get 20% off your first order today, all right? Knock out your holiday shopping today. Get 20% off your first order, plus free shipping, all right? Head over to MeUndies.com/DIYS. That's MeUndies.com/DIYS for 20% off, plus free shipping. MeUndies, comfort from the outside in.
No, MeUndies are great, yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
Those are hella comfortable.
I like them a lot.
Jeff in the chat said that he had the same draws through high school and college.
See what I'm saying?
That's devious behavior, Jeff.
Well,
Some-
first
they
of all,
get
he's
soft,
young.
though,
So,
when you
Jeff,
wash them
you get a
all.
pass because he's young and in high school. You know what I'm saying? Your parents just making sure that you got clean drawers on your ass when you leave the house so you don't embarrass them. That's all they really tripping off of. In college, As a college student, you're like, I'm just trying to get these classes done. I'm just trying to make sure I pass. You ain't thinking about, man, let me.
You ain't thinking
worry
about draws?
Yeah, you're not thinking about, man,
Think about
listen.
textbooks.
Listen, that part. Can I get this from the library so I don't have to pay for this textbook? Because I can't buy used. They ain't got no used books. So I either got to get it from the library or buy it new. So you ain't worried about draws. Like, most of the time, I ain't wear draws in college. I was fucking. So I was like, these just going to slow me down.
You didn't wear drawers
During
in college?
class?
About half the time I didn't.
In class?
About half the time I didn't.
That's
What
crazy.
pants?
I was
were you
wearing a lot of suit pants.
Ah, okay. I could get
Suit
it.
pants?
Mhm.
Like on purpose? Or
Yeah, I
like
was
you
wearing
guys
suits.
had
I was president of an organization, so I dressed a certain way in college for a
I
little
knew
while.
those kids on campus.
Yeah.
you just had the little foldable
Yeah.
paper, like
I
a
had
briefcase.
I had the what do they call it, messenger bag for a while.
Everybody
and
was
then-
saying, "How do you like a teacher?" Hey, Mr. Moore.
But them printing them thin ass pants though.
You was in like the student union and stuff.
I was Mr. Harris State University, and then I was part of the union.
didn't
But
get
I was always in something. I was in theater. I was on the tennis team. And then I was in student union. And then I became Mr. Harris So,
That's crazy.
and then I hosted a lot of stuff for the club. I mean, for the college too, because they knew I was a comedian. So I was always hosting like somebody's step show, or somebody's fashion show, or something like that too. So
Damn.
I was active, bro.
There was like 3 buildings or in the student union. I didn't know what anybody in there did. It was kind of
I didn't know what the student union.
Yeah,
did
it was
either.
like students that had like red shirts and they were like doing like
there would be a
office stuff.
fundraiser, yeah, like every month or something like
Yeah,
that.
and they were always like putting something on or doing something, but I didn't understand. I was just like, y'all don't got class.
Give us like free books or something.
Yeah, right.
The union
Look
should
it
be
up.
supporting the students.
Yeah, those books were crazy. I remember I had to go all the way down the street to like a used one.
Senior year, I finally figured it out. You just have to search .pdf on Google, and you can find most of
And
your
they
books. Most of your
what-
books, yeah.
Yeah.
What was your high school year?
I graduated in 2013.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if we had those yet.
may not have.
Hippie
Yeah,
had
the
sent me this thing
hardcovers.
with the 20 serial killers, the most famous serial killers, and their zodiac signs.
Oh, aren't a
She's-
bunch of them like?
Pisces.
Ooh, what that mean about y'all?
I mean,
We're emotional.
Obsessive.
We're emotional, and sometimes they don't know the best way to get their emotions out. So they sometimes do it through killing.
What months is it? That summer?
That's,
End of summer?
Nah.
Mid March, end of February.
End of February to mid March. Yep.
End of February to mid March. Oh,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the fish one.
yeah. I'm right
Yep.
after that.
Ted
Maybe.
Bundy, Sagittarius, Jack the Ripper, Gemini.
Ah,
That makes sense.
that was a
Mhm.
Virgo.
Mm-hmm.
Innovator.
Ed Gein,
Ah, damn, we were just talking about him.
Virgo.
Ah, the nipple belt guy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
John Wayne Gacy,
such Virgo
Pisces.
activity.
That was another thing that they always do. That serial killers, they typically use all 3 of their names.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
First,
crazy.
middle, and last. Jeffrey
Ah.
Dahmer,
Mine's a
Gemini.
trash serial killer name.
Alien?
Eileen.
Eileen.
I
Eileen.
didn't even know that was a name.
The way they spelled it is A-I-L-E-E-N. I guess it is Eileen. That makes sense.
I never heard of anybody
Oh.
named Eileen.
Look at what's his last name? Where's she from? What's that?
Why not just
War-
be Irene?
Warnos?
Warnos? Yeah, Warnos.
Eileen
Eileen
Warnos?
You
Warnos.
don't see a
She
lot
sound
of
like
ladies
a-
here.
She was a Pisces. Yeah, you don't see a lot
Demon.
of female serial killers, but she was abused as a child. She became a sex worker who suddenly upped her game
Shit.
when she started murdering her clients. That's wild that they use that as she upped her
Drop-
game.
drop
Well,
the
there's usually a
Netflix
sexual
doc.
undertone. So
Yeah.
she was,
Then during 1989 and 1990, she went on a brutal killing spree that cemented her status as America's most heinous female serial killer. Damn.
That's actually a crazy story. She seems like the only one that was it made sense so far.
Wow. So Harold Shipman, he was a Capricorn. Who's the number 1 serial killer in the world? The most prolific modern serial killer is Dr. Harold Shipman, with 218 probable murders and
Damn.
a possible 250.
Why have I never
Shit!
heard of? What's his name? Dr. Who?
Harold.
Dr. Harold Shipman.
What was his serial killer name?
Was he a doctor?
It says doctor. It says Dr. Harold Shipman. Harold began his murderous spree in 1972. He's finally convicted in 2000 and committed suicide while in prison in 2004. This nigga got numbers on the board,
He
B.
skated. Why have I never heard of this dude?
And look at him. He looks so unassuming. He does not look like a murderer. That's why you can't be.
Oh,
you
was
can never
he
be
like
too.
on a college campus?
He's got tiny eyes.
Oh, bro. He looked like he has tenure, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he for sure has tenure.
He has tenure somewhere, man.
Oh, he was a doctor that used massive doses of diamorphine to kill his victims.
Damn.
And
Put numbers on the board.
oh, so he was doing it in the
He was
most
smart.
efficient
Somebody-
way possible.
Jennifer called him Dr. Death. And that's Kevorkian. Dennis Rader. Rader. Another Pisces who looks crazy as hell. Look at that eyebrow right there.
Yeah, he did that shit.
That is wild as
thought it
hell.
definitely
He was a loving husband, father, and company man, but he moonlighted as an elusive BTK killer,
Oh, BTK.
killing entire families and taunting police with mutilated Barbie dolls.
Bound,
That was his calling card.
bound, tying, and killing. No, the K is something that you wouldn't
Yeah.
think. Bound, tied, and
He began in 1974 when he invaded a
Crumpin'.
family
Bind,
home
torture, kill.
damn.
and strangled both parents
So what's-
and 2 kids. You strangling a kid, you a sick motherfucker, man. You already
was
wild as
choking
hell to
kids?
actually kill
Yeah.
somebody, go through with it. But like the kids, similar murders followed, and Rader began taunting police with confession letters. Wow. They got the Zodiac killer in here as well. He
What's his zodiac?
he was a Pisces.
Ah,
They just assume that.
Yeah. The Brooklyn Vampire was a Taurus. Albert Fish was a serial killer that was active in
Brooklyn
the early
Vampire?
1900s. He was prosecuted on charges of rape, murder, and cannibalism. He ate 3 children. Hold up, fam.
God, this guy's the worst of the worst.
You know, a lot of the
I'm not
Zodiac
gonna make
killer
it to this list.
victims are saying may not be his. They were just people writing in saying that they did it because
What?
it was so popular.
Cats.
People were trying to cover because when the Zodiac killer was popular, he
Mm-hmm.
was writing into the police saying, "I'm going to do this X,
Right.
Y, and Z." People, other killers would kill somebody and then write in saying they were him, so they wouldn't trace it to that
Oh.
person because he wasn't on their
Oh,
radar.
I only thought that
as a suspect.
copycats did that to get attention. Some people were trying to divert attention.
Some people were trying to divert attention. Yeah,
Damn. So he was like ghostwriting for people.
exactly.
Would they kill and then leave his calling card?
Well, there's a few that they relate to him that are like out there or unrelated to the Zodiac killer, and they're
But shit don't match up.
exactly. It doesn't match up as well, but they attribute it to him because it happened within that time span.
They just write it off like people used to do
Yeah.
on the drop.
That's crazy. On the all def drop.
Niggas just writing expenses off on the drop.
Oh. Yeah.
You bastards. Pat got
That's
me
crazy.
fired, y'all. I blamed Kevin
I
for
actually
years.
never did that.
But it was really Pat. Yeah, you did because Pat never did his paperwork.
So it would have been Pat's negligence. Then.
I never produced for the drop.
No, it wasn't the drop. It was the drop's budget was so low. Other people were tagging their expenses onto
Oh.
our budget,
Within the productions that we had.
so they were putting the drop's
Oh, yeah, I've done
code
that. Yeah, I've done
in
that.
for
Got
them.
it. Okay.
You
okay.
said you did. Pat got me fired, guys.
That's
I
crazy.
blamed Kevin for years, but it was actually Pat
I
and
didn't
the
do it
rest of the
consistently.
producer.
I didn't do it consistently. It would be like office supplies or something small that you need. Everybody knew the code.
Snacks,
So people, so the
paper
drop
clips.
wasn't posted. The drop wasn't going over $250 a month, right? And all of a sudden, that shit is costing
$250?
Yeah, because all we were paying was the cameraman and the editors, and most of the editors were already on staff. We just had to clock their hours.
I know who was really doing that shit, but I ain't gonna snitch.
Was it DZ?
DZ was. I don't even think DZ was producing like that at the time. But I do remember that being a joke. Do that remember being that a running joke? Like, I just put it on the drop.
Look, I tell you, man. Anyway, but listen, man, we got to get him up out of here. Shout out to the Patreon. Y'all stay tuned. We got 3 more episodes to shoot. To everyone else, you guys got some fire episodes to look forward to. We got 2 of our next guests on the way right now. It's gonna be a great time today. Patreon, stay tuned. Everyone else, thank y'all so much for tuning in. As always, I want to thank our special guest, Killer Cam, for coming by the camera. You know what I'm saying? Up here chopping it up with the gangsters one time for the one time. I'm Tahir Moore.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And we'll see you next time on another episode of Damn Internet. You scary.
Later.
Bam, 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 bam. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I'm gonna have it on the next time.